is College Football Saturday. It's our last full card of college football. I want to call it. It's a card with a decent amount of games. Still a lot of canceled games. They say postponed, but I mean, even the postponed games are getting canceled now. But at least it's bonus football. Football would have been over. College football would have been over 2 weeks ago, and we would have had Championship Saturday last week. And today would have just been the Army-Navy game, which is I can't stand when they just have that one game, the whole day. It doesn't even make any sense. They used to have it on Championship Saturday, and it was just fine. And then, even taking a week off and just having college basketball for a week is fine, but just having that one game, I don't know. I don't get it. I understand it's Army-Navy, but I mean, it's a football game. But we got a lot of ground to cover today because we got college football and college basketball. We'll see how much we can cover. Have not seen Rod or Chris yet. So it's going to be me, Brian, and Ron. If those guys make it, they make it. If they don't, well, they don't. I don't know what's up. I haven't heard from either of them. Maybe they're on strike. Possibility.
I think they cut off the internet in Canada.
Let's see what we have going on today. I see Rod now. So Rod is here.
Morning.
Don't see Chris Ruffalo, though. Anyways, we will get to the next scene. See what we got. So, go me, go Ryan, go Rod, and Ron. So we'll just change this out. All right. So, good morning. How's everyone doing?
Feeling good.
So we got a full card of college football today, and, of course, we got college basketball. The college basketball, there's some funky lines out there today. We're going to talk a little bit about those. And we got a game that starts in just about less than an hour. So Florida State and Florida going at it at 11 a.m. Eastern time start. I like it. Just throw it in. I love odd times, things like that. And Ruffalo has finally decided to show up as well. All right, we'll bring him in. Good afternoon, Chris.
Sorry. Good morning.
And get your name tags all set, but we have a full day today. So, try and cover as much ground as we can. You guys see we got the All-Star cast with us today, and I have a special surprise maybe later on today. I might be coming on live. I got a call from one of our handicappers who happens to be in town. Never saw it coming. Yeah, never saw it. Never saw this one coming. Brian, I'll give you 5 guesses as to who called me that said they were here, and it's on our site. And
okay.
I'll give you 5 guesses. I like the over on this one for you. Anyways,
if I get it within the first 2, do I get a prize?
Sure. I'll give you this. Brian, the number 1 college football handicapper heading into bowl season. 2 questions. 1, what do you got for sale today? And number 2, are you going to have a bowl package?
Well, that's up to what you think I should do. But I would guess I would have a bowl package. Why not? We just got to get together on a price that seems fair for everybody.
Yep. So. I think that's what it comes down to. The thing about the bowls this year, a little bit different than most years, is that there is a game every single day. And the whole thing is that if you sell a bowl package, now you have pressure to make a pick on almost every single day. Even if it's just a lousy game that you wouldn't normally do. And it could damage, it kind of damages the product. So that's
I would think it'd be somewhere between $2 and $2.50. I think, but that's just off the top of my head.
But I don't care about the price. I mean, it's going to be, it's going to be worth $2,000, or $5,000. It's like, it doesn't really matter. It's the, being forced to put in a pick on the Kansas State, Arkansas State game when, you don't feel like doing, when you don't like the game,
Yep.
That's the only problem with the college football packages. That's why I don't put up the college basketball or the NBA. Last year I had an NBA package. I managed to navigate through it. I probably will have one again. I don't know.
I found an NBA futures bet I liked yesterday, but I know we're not on that subject yet.
But Brian, what do you got for sale today? Number one college football handicapper. I saw you had a 5-pack out there.
Yeah, what I got going on today? Number one, profitable day yesterday. Number one for the last 30 days. Number one college football. Get all 5 college football plays for $50 at pickdogs.com. And if you want my 2 college basketball plays today, pick up a 3-day pass of me or anybody else here. Great value.
Chris Ruffalo.
Yes, sir. I got my usual suspects on the college football Saturday. Lunch rush, midday snack pack, got the dinner rush, or it's all part of my Saturday stack, total of 9 picks in there for $45. Or my favorite package today, I got a stuffed Saturday hoops 5-pack. These are some of my favorite plays so far this year for college hoops. I got that for $40 over at Pick Dogs Premium.
Thanks for the super chat, Kwame. We very much appreciate it. Ron, and everybody else out there, if you could hit the thumbs up, greatly appreciated. Certainly not mandatory, but it costs you nothing. It takes a half a second and it helps you a ton. If you don't know how to do it, I will show you how to do it. I got my phone right with me, so I'll show you how to do it on the phone. Oh, I got a text. No, it's actually a do not disturb. It's like this new thing that I have. Calls and notifications will be silenced while your phone is locked. I didn't know that. So is that why I'm not getting?
Yeah, my fiance's had that on her phone for God knows how long.
How do you get rid of it? Oh, it's just. Oh, I see it.
Yeah, it's a little moon thing.
Yeah, I accidentally hit something. So, anyways, Brian, you missed the time limit. Tony Brown called me yesterday, and he is in Maui, and he's going to come by and watch college football with me today.
Nice.
So, pretty exciting. He's coming over to the crib.
How many hotels do they have near your house?
Well, there's the Four Seasons. There's the Grand Wailea. There is the Marriott, which is actually probably the nicest Marriott in the world. And then they have the, what's it called? The one that I was just at the other day to go to lunch. Andaz.
How many minutes from your house? Andaz. How long is it from your house to the hotel? About 15, 20 minutes?
It is 3/4 of a mile to the Four Seasons.
Oh, wow. Okay,
yes.
Cool. You can walk. There you go. Now I know what to do. I'm going to book a hotel room, and then I'm going to walk down to Mitch's house.
I would honestly say that if you're coming to Maui, if you're coming to Maui, the way to do it is to get one of those Airbnbs. I
downloaded that app because you guys recommended it.
I would definitely say that's the way to do it. The hotels near my house are like $1,000 a night to $1,500. During Christmas, it's probably like $2,000 plus a night.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a little steep, but it's the Four Seasons. I got a friend of mine whose sister is a big talent agent in Los Angeles. She works with A-list celebrities, and she always takes his entire family to the Four Seasons Maui for Christmas, the holidays, and for over a week. And I always go over there and hang out by the pool with them for a day and just get dirty looks from her the whole day because they come by with the trays, asking if you want anything. I'm eating lobster sandwiches and stuff. It's it's charged to my room.
That probably cost $20,000 for a week.
Oh, we had we had one of those cabanas because I can. It's not, I'm not paying for it. So I got one of those cabana things right next to the owners of the 49ers. It's just, hanging out, shooting the breeze. That's what we do. It's put it this way. I left. It wasn't like they said, "Oh, come on back tomorrow." It's yeah, might have worn out my welcome. Anyways, Ron Romanelli's with us today, Saturday. See, Ron's been chipping away at the leaderboards here, and it's kind of like doing it like the way Bittler and I do. We don't put a ton of picks out there. Some days a little more than others, and then you kind of just. You never get hit too hard when you make a bad pick, and you kind of inch your way ahead.
Yeah, exactly. But this is one of those days where I have a lot of picks on the website. It's the most picks I've ever put on the website today. You can get my Dual Sport Super Saturday 9-pack. You get my 6 best college basketball, my 3 best college football, all 9 plays for $39.95. It's less than $5 a pick. It's a great deal. You're not going to want to miss out on these.
How'd you feel about Rod Zawacki starting to pull out the big words yesterday?
Oh,
You feel a little threatened on that one?
No, I'm proud. I'm proud.
It's kind of rubbing off. You're kind of rubbing off on him. Rod, what do you got today? Steak Saturday. I see you climbing up the leaderboards up there. I think you swept it yesterday, right?
We swept Steak Friday yesterday. Saturday's been another nice day for us. Last 2 weeks, we're on a nice 13-3 run here on Saturdays. For me, I've got a five-pack of college football plays up there that we're going to smash, and then I got 3 college basketball plays up there. 2 different packages available at the website. Saturdays has been treating us real good.
All right. I got 7 college football games. It's 2 3-packs, a bonus pick for the 7-pack, and then I have 3 college basketball picks. Swept the board yesterday in college hoops.
You forgot.
Did I forget?
Forgot Chris.
No.
I didn't.
All right.
Chris said he has his usual
All
offerings,
right.
like
I must be daydreaming over
like
here.
ham and eggs or something. It's like my ham and egg.
I was thinking about Nevada last night and how much they really just let me down. So that was my irritation of the night.
I saw that college football card, and you know what I said when I saw it? The only team I really liked on the whole thing was UTEP, and I had given out North Texas in the video that I had. See, you could always tell. Here's a little secret for those of you that watch the live show. Here's a little tip for you, okay? And be sure to hit the thumbs up. This is part of it. So you see this counter right before me on the YouTube counter? Chris calls it how many people are banned on our YouTube channel, but it actually is the subscriber count. Moves fairly quickly. Okay, we average 100 to 200 new subscribers a day. Okay, so it moves really quickly. If you look at the videos, when you look at the videos, the regular videos, not the live shows, but the regular videos, and you look at the counter, and it's a significantly lower number than what it is on the morning show, like 500 off or something. That means the video was shot days ago. So lines could have moved, my opinions could have changed. It's, I do a lot of videos, so like college football where the games are like way in advance and the lines are out. I do those as far as I can. I try and spread them out throughout the week. So the ones like on Friday and Thursday, those are done like on Monday. So, my opinion might change. And that was one where my parlay video, I gave out UTEP. And people were like, hey, you gave out that? And I said, yeah, I shot that video on Monday. That's why. Why'd you? Because I shot it on Monday. So my opinion, changed on the game. And actually, of all the college football games, that was the only one I really liked. I was afraid of Arizona State. I mean, I knew it could go the way that it went, but
well, they were about to run it in. I fumbled in the third quarter. They showed replays, and I thought I seen 2 knees down and the ball come out, but then San Jose just ran all over them.
Chris, how many games has Nebraska basketball won on the road in the last 5 years?
Well, we only went to 2 years, and that was enough the sample size to tell us that it's probably no mas.
Yeah.
It's 2-19, I think it was.
Yeah.
They'd lost 19 straight road games or something like that.
Anyways.
But Villanova was a lucky cover for me, so I can't complain.
I don't think that was luck. I had Villanova too, but that's exactly the way that they've played all season long. Every one of their
normally teams don't foul with 18 and a half seconds when they're down by 11.
Normally they don't miss the foul shots either. They don't miss 2 foul shots in the final 3 minutes either. So it goes both ways. And
I was thankful.
So, but if you look at the Villanova games this year, right? What was the one? Was it Arizona State or USC that they played? It was exactly the same. And then, the Georgetown game against West Virginia was exactly the same too, where in the last 5 minutes they just folded. These games have a pattern to it. So when I saw it, when the guy hit the 3 right before the half and they didn't count it, that's when I knew we were probably in business. right there. It was like they found their shot, and now they're just going to start pouring them in on them, you know? And that because that's the way Villanova's style. Villanova, it's like in the tournament, you'll see them come out and just bury somebody. But in these regular season games, it seems like that, you know, these are just, you know, the first half, it's kind of like they just go through the motions. It's rare that when you see college basketball teams play a complete game, you know? It's rare. It's like it seems like they just play a half. Even the Nebraska Creighton game was fairly tight, the half. Then they put the scrubs in. About 10 minutes left to go. It's like, no, it's too early to put the scrubs in. I also had the under in the UCLA Marquette game, and I put it in the night before the game, and I did. And the line, it was 140.5. By the time I woke up in the morning, it was 136. I got a ton of emails about it, and I was like, I don't. See, the thing is, when I give out a premium pick, and I hope these guys are the same way, is that I'm not looking at a half a point. Like if it's a game that I'm betting and I'm at a, you know, it's the only game on, it's like I'm at the book or something, you know, if I'm in Vegas and whatever, then I might do something, or, you know, I have other bets. I do stupid bets too, you know, just like you guys do. But at the same time, I'm not looking, you know, my premium picks, the ones that I'm giving to you guys, when I handicap those games, they're not within a half a point or a point. These are my best bets on the board. I mean, I have, you know, we go through every game in the thing, and I have an opinion on every game. But these are the ones where it's like significant. You know, a half a point, you know, is not significant. You know, 4 or 5 points like that, that's significant. But still, I had that thing, you know, way under. I had that game. I had Marquette UCLA at 124. Is where I had that number, and it was 140, and then it went to 136, and I still felt good. It ended up 129, so it was over my number, but it was still way below the number. Anyways, speaking of numbers, let's get to some games. Let's talk some football. I'm sure everyone that tuned in is sick of my math, sick of me talking. They've had enough.
I was going to complain about Marquette not being able to hit a shot last 6 minutes of the game or so.
Yeah, that's because they suck. Wojo, right? It's like his answer is always like, we'll take away their practice uniforms. You know, it's like we'll make them practice outside. That's what he does. Good answer. Eastern Michigan, Northern Illinois, directional MAC. Brian, any opinion?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Northern Illinois. Not a big one, just a slight lean. They've been all right covering his dogs lately, so I'll give them a shot against Eastern Michigan. I think they're coming off of a big game.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm on Northern Illinois as well. I like Eastern Michigan getting points, but this team in the favorite role, I'm not sure. I'll take Northern Illinois getting the points.
Ron Romanelli.
I'm going to take the over here. Eastern Michigan's offense is obviously doing well this season, but the defense has been miserable. I think both teams can get to 30 here. I'll take the over.
Rod.
Yeah, I like NIU here. Just like Chris said, Eastern Michigan there is not so good in the favorite role. We like them as a dog, not as a favorite.
I like Eastern here. They were a favorite last week. We got it done. I like. So we got Maryland against Rutgers. Here was one that I had on my list of premium picks. I did not put it in. Brian?
Yeah, for me, I don't know what everybody's in love with Rutgers about, but this is just a slight lean on Maryland. I think they're an up-and-coming team, so I'll lay the points here with Maryland. Small play.
I'm on the under in this one. This one just screams like 21-14, just a low-scoring game. And I think there's supposed to be rain in the forecast as well, so there's going to be a lot of running the ball. I like the under in this one.
Yeah, I agree. I like the under here. 58's a steep total, and I just expect this game to be more of a ground game focused game with two defenses don't really stop the run. So I'll take the under here.
Yeah, I agree. Give me the under in this game. Definitely screams 24-17 or something like that.
I like Maryland here. I wanted to put it as a premium pick, and then I looked, and Rutgers has played in a lot of tight games in this season. They've covered it against a lot better teams than this. And Maryland, when you look back at those games that they've won, and this is only their 5th game of the season, it's kind of like it's a little less impressive than I remember it as, like off the top of my head. So like the numbers didn't get me there. So this one did not make the list. But I still like Maryland because, like Brian said, I don't know why everyone's in love with Rutgers. Arkansas against Alabama. Devontae Smith getting a lot of Heisman talk right now. Brian?
Yeah, for me, I'm going to take a chance here with the dog, a little bit bigger bet than just the lean. I just think Arkansas, they're an improved team, and this is a ton of points. I see Bama winning by 4 touchdowns.
Bama's got Florida next week. Chris?
Yeah, that's why I'm on Arkansas as well. I think this is a bit of a look-ahead spot. I think Alabama's just going to want to get to that game healthy. And like Brian said, I see this one being a 4-touchdown game, but I don't see it getting to 32. So I'll take Arkansas.
Ron Romanelli.
Yep, I agree. Give me Arkansas. I think they're going to move the ball enough to put some points on the board, and Alabama just take their win and move on to the SEC championship. I'll take Arkansas.
Rod.
Yeah, I agree. Give me the Razorbacks here. There's too many points.
I like Bama by about 600 in this thing.
Oh,
they're so deep. This team is so deep. I always like discount Bama, every season. They can't keep reloading. You know what? They do.
They might have to hat on this one.
They do. And Devonta Smith going for a Heisman. Devonta Smith, okay, they've played 9 games. He has 80 catches. And that is insane. It's insane. He has the Alabama record for the most touchdowns. And it's like, so up until Mark Ingram won the Heisman a few years ago, Alabama had never had a Heisman winner in their entire history. Now they have 2, and I think they might have 3. I think Devonta Smith is the best player in the nation. I like Bama here. Nebraska up against Minnesota. 2-point line drop this morning from 10.5 to 8.5. Brian.
For me here, I'm gonna go with the under. I know it's been going up. It's around 61 now, but I just public's pushing on the over. I'm gonna take the under. Minnesota's defense has been bad, but I just see this being a lower scoring game.
I just don't feel like I'm in a position to lay anything more than a touchdown with Nebraska. I think Minnesota can keep this one within a touchdown. So give me the Golden Gophers and the points.
Nebraska's wins have been blowouts. Ron?
Yeah, I'm going to take Nebraska here. I just think that they looked well on the road against Purdue, beat them by 10, and I think Nebraska has enough on this team. And Minnesota hasn't played in a while now, since November 20th. I think Nebraska wins by 2 touchdowns.
Didn't Nebraska win by 600 last week?
They beat Purdue 37-27 on the road.
37-27. It wasn't that close, though. It was never that close. They were dogs in that game. Yeah, Nebraska's been fine. Just fine.
It was 34-13 at one point.
Yeah, it was a wipeout. Rod?
For me, this one here, Minnesota's been off. They haven't played in a little bit. COVID's been kicking their butt in this last week. I think Nebraska comes in and wins this by 10. I'll take Nebraska.
Got Louisville against Wake Forest. Cardinals 2-point favorites in this one. It's been choppy line in this one, kind of bouncing that 2.5, 1.5 area. Brian?
I'm not in love with this game, but I'm going to go with Louisville, lay that 2.5 here. I think they finished out the season with a win, and I just think they have more talent than Wake.
They're your Jets. Chris?
I'm going to take Wake here. 6-1 against the spread on the year. They've got a good quarterback in Sam Hartman. And unlike Louisville, they can actually tackle more than, once in a while. So I'll take Wake Forest in this one.
Sam Hartman is probably the drinking game quarterback for Ruffalo, up there with Jake Luton. Ron?
Yeah, like Brian said, I'm not in love with this game at all, but if I had to take a side, I'll take Louisville and I'll lay the points. I just think being home. I mean, it's a lean at best, but I do lean to the over too. I think it's going to be high scoring, but I'll take Louisville.
Rod?
I love the over in this one. This game could be still playing tomorrow. If you look, the way these teams have been giving up points, we know one team doesn't tackle, and the other team gave up 50-something points last week. I love the over here. Take the over.
Yeah, the Wake defense gives up a lot of yards, but generally not a lot of points. And the thing is that, in comparison to their yards, the thing about this one that really sticks out to me is when you look at Wake's losses, right? And I always look at losses. Who did you lose to? They lost to Carolina, at Carolina, 59-53 in a shootout. They lost to NC State, at NC State, in a shootout, 45-42. And then the loss to Clemson in the season opener that they covered. I don't see anything embarrassing on those losses, but when I look at Louisville, 34-27 at Boston College, 31-17 Virginia, 42-35 Virginia Tech, 12-7 Notre Dame. They lost. This team lost to Georgia Tech 46-27. I just can't get past it. I can't get past 46-27 to Georgia Tech. Of course, that blowout loss at home to Miami, as well, 47-34 in a game that, they were talking Louisville for ACC co-champion, to go to the title game this year before the season. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be just kidding me. These guys, maybe if they learn how to tackle. Northwestern against Illinois. This one used to be for a trophy named after the Sioux Indians. I don't know if it still is because I don't know if it's politically correct. I can figure it out by the time they come back to me. But Brian, Northwestern against Illinois. This is one of those rivalry games where just one team always seems to win, and it's Illinois.
Yeah, I'm going to take Northwestern here. I think they bounced back from that heartbreaking first loss of the season. Illinois is just not a good team. So I think they win this one by a little more than 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm going to take the under here. I think this is a low-scoring defensive battle. First one to 17 wins. Stays under 40.5. I know it's a low total. It's dropped 6 points, but I think that's for a good reason. I like the under.
Land of Lincoln Trophy. Used to be called the Sweet Sioux rivalry. Sweet Sioux Tomahawk. I don't know if they still give it out. It's the Land of Lincoln Trophy now. 2009. At the end of 2008 season, the teams last played for the Sweet Sioux Tomahawk. Now it is the Land of Lincoln Trophy. Who do you like here?
I'm going to take Northwestern. I just think that although Illinois has shown some signs of improvement this season, I think Northwestern's done that 10 times as much. Obviously, tough loss last week or a few weeks ago against Michigan State, but I think they bounce back and win by 2 touchdowns at home.
Do you find the term Eskimos offensive?
No.
Okay, just checking. Rod, Illinois, Northwestern.
I like Northwestern here in this spot. They just got the better defense. They'll shut down Illinois and they'll be lucky to score anything. Give me Northwestern. Run the ball, control this game, win by 2 touchdowns or more.
Illinois on the money line for me. No problem.
I love the 12 o'clock games. There's a lot of good 12 o'clock games.
Yeah. Northwestern has pretty much dominated this series the last 6, 7, 8 years. I don't care.
Mitch is being difficult today, I can tell.
Ball State, Western Michigan. Brian?
For me, I think we've seen Western Michigan struggle last week, but I think that that just sets us up for a better value with Western Michigan this week. I'm all over them. I think it's one of the better free plays I'm giving out. Take Western Michigan here. I think they beat Ball State easily.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Western Michigan here as well. I wouldn't say easily, but I think that the Broncos just get it done. Line shifted in that direction, so give me the Broncos here.
Yeah, I'm going to take the over here. I just it's a tough total to reach, but I just think that Western Michigan's defense has been miserable. I think Ball State and Western Michigan can both put up 30 easily. Just need an extra touchdown on top of that to hit the over, so I'll take the over here.
And Rod.
And I like Ball State here. Western Michigan didn't look so hot last week. Ball State here at home. That's enough. Gets the win.
It's a tough trip to Muncie. Gonna have to go with Western Michigan in this one. I just think they're the better team. I think it's a pick'em game. Lines drop from 3 to a pick'em. Someone knows something. I'll go with someone. Those of you joining late, if you could hit the like button, greatly appreciated. Cost you nothing. Helps us a ton. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, well, you should. Over 70% of the people that watch our channel do not subscribe. My feelings are hurt. Penn State against Michigan State. This is for the land grant trophy. Brian? Land grant trophy game.
I'm going under the total here. It's dropped about 1.5 too, with the smaller bettors taking the over. I just think it's can be a more defensive game, typical Big Ten struggle. So give me Penn State here to go under the total. Michigan State.
Chris Ruffalo.
Brian uses the word defensive. I use the word lack of offense. I don't think we're going to get much scoring from either side. So I'll take the under as well.
Yeah, I totally agree with you guys. I like the under here. Michigan State's offense hasn't done much this season, and neither has Penn State. So I think this could be a boring one on ABC today. So I'll take the under.
Yep, I agree. Give me the under in this one. Definitely got both teams like to run and burn clock, and they both offensive had trouble scoring this year. So give us the under here.
I think both of these teams do something that sort of sounds like burn clock, but it's not exactly the same thing. I think it's the same amount of letters. Yes, very similar.
No, you're very,
very similar to that, but I'm going to take Penn State in this one. First word.
Oh my God, you took Penn State.
First word rhymes with luck. Second word rhymes with clock. Anyways. Missouri against Georgia. Brian?
I'm going to take a shot here at Missouri. Yeah, I'm going to take a shot here at Missouri. I think they're a much better team at home. I think they're an improving SEC team. So I just like Missouri. So give me the points here. Wouldn't shock me if they beat Georgia.
I thought Brian passed out for a second there here. What? Huh? What? No, I'm going to take Missouri as well. I like Georgia, but I don't trust JT Daniels at quarterback, and Missouri's got a top 25 run defense, and Mizzou at home. I'm still going to drink the Eli Drinkwitz Kool-Aid, so I'll take it. Give me Missouri in the points.
Yeah, not only does Missouri have a top 25 run defense, but they're ranked 25th in the nation for a reason. This is a solid team. They play well at home. I think they have a shot to pull off the upset, like Brian said. I'll take the points. 2 touchdowns. I'll take it all day.
Oh, someone left a thank you later comment here. We got one less viewer. Rod?
Yeah, I 100% agree. Give me Missouri. Give me Missouri here. Missouri's defense is just as good as Georgia.
I was sure you were going to say, I 100% agree. I hate the thank me later comments.
But yes, I hate that.
This is scary. We're all agreeing on all these plays.
Like, who was the thank me later comment? Who are we thanking later for?
Some UFC picks, something we won't be watching.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're definitely thinking later.
Yeah, thank me later. Thank me later for some shit you're not going to watch.
Quarter past never.
Yes.
Yeah, not on today's card. Sorry, I won't be doing any UFC.
Did you pick something here?
Yeah, Missouri. Give me Missouri plus the points.
I like Missouri as well. Can't stand Kirby Smart. Love Eli Drinkwitz. Pretty much comes down to that. Colorado against Utah. I said I liked Colorado, but now I like Utah. I hate Bentley, the quarterback at Utah, though. I think it's going to be Utah's defense. Bentley, terrible, man. He was terrible at South Carolina. He's worse at Utah. He's an embarrassment to Utah. Utah generally has a good quarterback, man, that can really move the offense. Bentley stinks, man. I can't stand this guy. Brian? Why would you let him in the door?
Should have been a premium for me. This is the best free pick I'm going to give you. Take Utah. I mean, Colorado's the major Filet-O-Fish here. You got to take Utah. Got to take the Utes. They're going to get a big win here.
As last Mitch, would you rather have Steven Montaz or Bentley?
Montaz.
Oh, that seals it for me. Give me a Wendy's burger. Give me a Filet-O-Fish. I want Colorado here. That says something. If you're willing to take Steven Montaz over whoever Utah's starting, I'll take Colorado all
Bentley
day.
sucks, man. He is just he just sucks. What he does is he'll complete like one nice pass out of like 17, and it'll be like, oh man, this guy can. No.
It's the one highlight they show over and over.
Yeah. It's terrible, man. It's like frustrating to watch.
Someone knows something in this game.
Yeah, I know something. I've watched Bentley play at South Carolina. I've watched him now at Utah. I have the same opinion.
Well, it's up to -3 in some spots. So. Well, no. Well, yeah.
No. I like Utah here too, despite Bentley. That's how much I like him.
Oh, God.
Ron?
Yeah, I wish I would have put this one in.
Am I being a little too harsh on Bentley here?
A little bit. If you're going to take his team, you might have to suck it up and watch him, root for him a little bit. But
well, it's nice
like
having you on the show this week. Thanks for playing. We got some excellent parting gifts for you. Ruffalo, what flavor rice-a-roni we giving away this week?
Cheese.
We've got chicken flavor rice-a-roni, a 24-pack in a box.
Hey, you know, it comes in 30 flavors. 30 flavors. You get a rice-a-roni every day of the month.
And you've got a free 30-day membership to the Jelly of the Month Club, also known as One Jar.
Jar jelly lasts me about 6 years. Once a year, my wife goes through the expiration dates in the refrigerator, just rolls her eyes at me. It's like, I didn't know mustard was bad.
Just scrape the top off.
It's still good. Just a little scraping. It's still good.
It's like when my nephews were here, sent them to the store, and it's like, yeah, do you need anything? It's like, yeah, I need some mustard, jelly. It's like, they get me like the store brand stuff, save me some money. It's like, when I'm like 100, you guys are taking care of me. You buy me the frickin' store brand jelly again, and it's like,
I'm taking you out of the will.
Yeah, pretty much. Ron, what do you think here? Utah? Colorado.
Yeah, I agree. I like Utah here. I actually regret not putting this one in the premium area.
Me too.
I think the key is Utah's run defense, and Colorado loves to run the ball with Jarek Broussard, but Utah's only allowing about 100 yards rushing per game. I think that's going to be the key. I like Utah to win by at least a touchdown.
Rod?
I like the Filet-O-Fish burger. We all know that. So I'm going to go with Colorado here. I think Colorado at home here. They get the win. That line movement doesn't scare me. This looks like the same line movement that they did to people yesterday when Nevada lost. So
the refs got Nevada.
Rice against UAB.
Well,
Rice
get right in here and give the Buffaloes a win. And as I enjoy my fish patty over here.
Yeah, we're going in. We just go in order of the games, so no reason to ask. About a college football game. We're going through them all. We go in the order, the time order. So the late games we do last. We're at the 1 o'clock games. We got Rice taking on UAB, and we got almost 1,000 people watching us. So if you guys can hit the like button, greatly appreciated. Helps us a ton. Keeps this show free. Brian? Rice against UAB. Rice coming off the big win last week against Marshall. Outrighted.
Yeah, I missed that one. I should have been on Rice. But on this one, I'm going to be on the under. I just see UAB's defense being dominant in this one, and I think it's a ton of points. I'm going to go under 43.5.
Chris?
I'm gonna dig into Ron's parting gift. I'm gonna take some Rice here. I'm gonna take the Owls. I think this is too many points. I think this is a 4-point game at most. So give me the Rice Owls and the points.
Yeah, I agree. I like Rice. There's too many points at home. Coming off a huge upset, I'll take Rice, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them win this game.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. I like Rice as well, and what I see is a field goal game. There's just too many points there.
So I just want to tell you guys what I'm doing right here is customer service. So here's how the conversation goes, okay? And this is typical. So I just want to let you guys know how you could help me and how I can help you, and we can get this stuff resolved really fast. It says, hi, how do I see all the picks for today? I see only one pick on my premium I just purchased. So I wrote back, right? I'm doing the customer service. I said, hi, what did you purchase? Was it a one-pick package? And they sent me their cell number. Okay. And I said, not sure what that means. And they said, the $59 package. And I said,
there's only like $159
right,
package.
Exactly. I said, can you please be more specific? Tell me the name of the handicapper, the name and the handicapper. And like, you know, some people put the number, some people put all this stuff, and I can understand how you get there with the number of it. But if you just say, I bought Brian's 5-pack, I can only see, you know, it's like, it's way easier. Just, it'll get you resolved like that. You know, it's this way. Now we've gone 7 messages, you know. It's like, and I'm doing the show at the same time. So just if you have any problems, anything, really, if you have problems, even with, if you think you had a duplicate charge. I had a guy yesterday charge me back. He's like, these are duplicate charges, and he wonders why he's blocked. It's like, because you didn't resolve it with me. If you resolve it with the bank, they charge me a fee. It's like, I'm not paying that because you can't message me and say there's a problem, that you think there's a problem. And the thing is, they weren't even duplicate charges. They were just different packages with the same price. So he's going to lose that charge back anyway. And he's thrown off our site. Doesn't make any sense. Could always resolve it. I'm super easy to access. Buffalo against Akron. Akron sucks, so Brian usually likes those teams.
I mean, this is probably the second best free pick I'm giving out. Take the Zips. No letdown after they're beat up at Bowling Green. Take these 32.5 points to the bank. Easy money. Get the points with the Zippers.
Chris?
Let's talk about a chargeback. Give me Buffalo, lay the points. This is a blowout. This is 49-0 written all over it. And I think Brian just circled it twice to do it again for Akron.
I'm going to get up.
I'm still going to take Buffalo here.
I like the under here. I think, obviously, after the last performance by Jared Patterson, Buffalo's going to rely on him solely in this game. And once they build a big lead, I don't see them trying to pounce on Akron too much at the end. I do lean Akron in the points just because so many points, and I don't think Buffalo's going to try to destroy them when they have a huge lead early on. So I'll take the under, and I'll take Akron.
Rod?
I like the under here in this game. Just for the reason that Ron said, Buffalo gets up to a big lead and then takes the foot off the gas. Give me the under. There's just too many points there.
I have not seen Buffalo take their foot off the gas yet, and I've seen all of their games. They throw deep up by 50, man. It's like that, what's his name, Tavernese or something. They're acting like he's a Heisman candidate, man. I'm telling you, they leave him in the whole way, and he's throwing deep all day long.
Do they have a back title game this year?
I don't know, but I don't think Buffalo has a backup quarterback because they leave this guy in and he's throwing deep on every freaking play. What was the game? What was the
They hung 70 on Kent State.
Yeah, and they were throwing deep in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
It was like before they changed the formula for the BCS. Like it used to be, you got style points for like blowouts. Like the year that Miami beat Florida State, they both finished with the same record, and Florida State went to the title game and lost to Oklahoma. It was the last game of the season. Florida State was up by 37, and Bobby Bowden was throwing deep against his son's Clemson team. That's how bad it got. That's when they said only 14 points matters, but clearly it does. You know, when you have two lost teams ahead of undefeated and 1 lost teams from major conferences. Anyways, Troy against Coastal. Here's one of the undefeateds that's ranked 13th in the nation with 2 2-loss teams ahead of them in the rankings. Against Troy. Brian?
I don't love Troy, but I like Troy. I mean, the big bettors here are back in Troy, and I got to believe that they know something that we don't know. So I'm going to lean towards Troy here, take the 13.5. Let down for Coastal Carolina after BYU win.
I'm feeling I need another fish burger, but I'm taking Coastal here. They haven't let me down yet this season, and I can't. Give me Coastal Carolina. That's all I'm going to say.
Ron?
I'm going to take the under here. I see this Coastal Carolina team might be a little tired after a weird scheduling process. They won their big game against BYU, their statement win. I just think this is going to be a more defensive, run-heavy, hard-nosed battle between the two Sun Belt teams. So I'll take the under.
Rod?
I like the over in this game. But Troy will do their part. Coastal will blow them out. Give me the over here.
I like Troy. I think a possible money line in this one. I think Coastal's, seen it a million times. Toledo against Central Michigan. 2 MAC teams again. Central, I don't know. I think the future is bright, but I'm not so sure about the present anymore. Brian?
Yeah, I like Toledo in this one. It's a lot of points, but I just believe they're a far better team than the Chippewas. So I'll lay the points here in the lean.
Would you put a little on Troy on the money line just for the hell of it? I think they have a shot here.
I'd sprinkle 50 bucks.
I think that the money, on this one, the bettors, the way this one's being bet, it's kind of like you could see it being nip and tuck at the end and maybe Troy kicking the field goal and crushing the dreams of Coastal.
Yeah.
Chris?
I'm going to take Toledo here as well. If you had told me this a couple weeks ago, I would have maybe said Central Michigan, but they've fallen off. The Chippewas have. And just Toledo's a better team right now, so give me the Rockets, lay the points.
Yeah, I agree. Toledo's burned me twice this season with their losses to Western Michigan and Ball State, but I guess I'll have to come back to them one more time and take the Rockets to win by 2 touchdowns. I just think they're a much better team here, so I'll take Toledo.
I like the over in this game. I think both teams back and forth score enough points to get us over this number. I think it's a little bit low. Give me the over.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Central in this one. I think it's a lot of points. Army against Navy. Thankfully, not on its own day. I really don't like that own day thing. They only started that a few years ago. I don't like it. Brian?
Everybody's on the under here, and I can see why, but it's just now it's gone past the value for taking the under, so I'm going to go over. I think we get over the 36.5, 37.5 number.
I'm going to go with Army here. Not by much, but I think it's going to be a 10-point game. I think Army wins this one 20-10 or 27-17, something like that. So give me Army.
Ron?
Yeah, I agree. I like Army. I mean, obviously their wins this season, a couple of them against Mercer, UTSA, the Citadel, Abilene Christian, I believe. Not impressive, but Army's hosting this game for the first time in a long time. I think they pull out a nice 10-point win at home, so I'll take Army.
Yeah, I like Army here as well. Just control this game from start to finish. Give me Army.
I think Ryan Pham's up way off base on his comment here. Biller always picks the underdog and never wants to run to the window. No, he's super selective. We're going over every game on the board. Okay, this is the way the show works. Is we go over every game on the board. I'm not betting every game on the board. As a matter of fact, most of these games I'm not running to the window either.
Can I say something? Out of five premium picks today, 4 are favorites. So I'm just anyway.
Doesn't matter.
So I don't always pick the dog.
What number are you in college football handicapping?
Number 1, and I'm Ray Monahan starting to sneak up behind me.
Where can you find those games that you're betting? Like the ones you like the most. I say this.
They want to find the games that
I say this in my sleep. These are the ones I'm most confident. These are the games I'm betting. These are the games that
all the guys on this show can be found in the premium pick section. Those are their best bets. So these are just our leans. And sometimes Utah is a game that I'm loving. I should have included, but most of the time it's the premium picks.
Ron, what do you think of my Hanson brothers over here? I moved my sign. Can you see him? Okay.
I can't really see him.
Got my Hanson brothers bobbleheads, man. See?
Oh,
Nice.
Yes. I changed my "it is what it is" sign. I moved it over here. And I got all three Hanson brothers.
What about like college football crown?
I like bobbleheads. I collect them.
So yeah, I got Miyagi.
I got Ichiro.
We need a Mitch bobblehead.
Miyagi, Ichiro.
We should get the Puck Dogs bobbleheads. Hit it really hard, like when Ruffalo says something stupid, just smack.
It's like a voodoo doll, or like my head flies across.
So every time Ruffalo says something, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Unless in my head would always be shaking.
Got Miami against North Carolina. The Georgia Tech game is canceled for Miami. This is their last regular season game. One loss all season. Happened at Death Valley with Trevor Lawrence, with Etienne. Team that hasn't really lost a regular season game with those guys in the lineup in a very long time. Miami's going to beat the dog shit out of these guys. Brian?
Well, the money line opened at plus 155. It's down to plus 140, and that's with just 38% betting the money line here. Love North Carolina on the money line. I think they give Miami their second loss of the year.
They're going to get crushed. Chris?
I never thought I'd see the day where Brian got kicked off the morning show, but I think it just happened.
That's all right. Hey,
Totally
there has to be someone on the other side of my bet on this game.
I've been looking forward to this matchup.
This is as easy as it comes. This is as easy as it gets.
I was digging into this. I'm liking Miami more and more. I'm going to lay the points with the Hurricanes here.
Yeah, I agree. I like Miami. I'm not in love with this game. I think it's going to be a fun one to watch. But obviously, both offenses can do a lot of damage. 70 points is too tall for me to even take a side on the total. But I'll take Miami and lay the points.
1,003 people watching our show right now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'll tell you.
Be sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Rod.
Tough game.
Quad digits, baby.
Come on, Rod. Come over to my side. You'll enjoy it.
You'll rub your shoulders.
The wife's off today. She'll rub the shoulders. I gotta go with Miami here. Miami's at home. I think they win this game by a field goal.
If they win it by a field goal, they're not going to cover.
Nobody covers. It's a push.
All right.
Miami's
All
going
that
to
effort for a push.
Okay, Switzerland.
Miami by 2 touchdowns plus. Wisconsin against Iowa. This is a flip-flop line. Wisconsin played like pure poop emoji last week. Ryan?
I love Wisconsin in this spot. I know they've been crappy, but they're the better team here. This line tells you all you need to know. It opened at -3. It's now plus 2.5. I think Iowa. So I'll take Wisconsin here, minus the points.
Ryan Pham says it was a joke. He's sorry, Brian.
Yeah, I'm still going to stick with Iowa here, even with the crazy line movement. Even through 0, I just like the way Iowa's been playing, and that Wisconsin game last week is still stuck in my head. And I think I saw something about there's a lot of rain coming, and I think that plays right into Iowa's hand with Sargent and Goodwin is the other running back. So I'll take Iowa here.
Maybe instead of cigars, Jeter can give out baby Jeter bobbleheads. Jeter baby bobbleheads.
Holding a Pop-Tart.
Parquet in one hand, Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
With the checker flag. Ron?
Yeah, I'm going to take Wisconsin here. It's going to be freezing in Iowa City. But I think Wisconsin, Iowa's on a 5-game win streak. They've been great in the last few weeks, ranked 16th, but Wisconsin's got a great team. They're underperforming, obviously, on offense, but I think this is a game where they stand out and grab a win on the road, so I'll take Wisconsin.
I'm going to take Iowa here at home. That line movement doesn't scare me away. Wisconsin looked awful last week. I'll take Iowa.
They did look awful last week.
Paul Chryst last week, there's only one thing I could say about him. He didn't deserve to live. Just one of the most horrific game plans I've ever seen from a coach. Yeah. It wasn't even like his team. He had the better team, and he just could not get away from that draw play on second down. It was like, I wonder if they're going to run the draw again here on second. It's like everybody in the stadium, all both teams knew what the play was going to be. It was like
it's like a Doug Peterson.
Yeah, I mean, if I know he's running the draw there, don't you think they know he's running the draw there? It's like, my God, man. It didn't work last time. It's not going to work this time because everybody knows what the play is. Yeah, let's just it's like all of a sudden second down comes. They got 9 in the box. It's like, yeah, this is going to work real well. It's like when Tony Romo's when Tony Romo sees something on the screen, you ever see it? Like when he's the one announcer who can actually call a game. It's like, this doesn't look good for the quarterback. He sees the formations and stuff. He's like, this isn't going to be good. It's like you see Wentz just get blindsided. It's like the Joe Burrow hit against Philly. This ain't going to be good.
Was it the Patriots and Colts game where the Colts tried to line up with just one guy with the quarterback over the center and the rest of the line was on the one side of the field? And they had New England lined up 3 guys on the center and just blew up the play right away.
Something.
That's what that reminds me of.
All right. I'm taking Iowa. Spite alone. Not betting that game. It will get $0 of action from me. Baylor versus Oklahoma State.
For me, Baylor's one of the better values this week. I love getting points. I think they beat Oklahoma State outright. Oklahoma State, tough loss last week. I just think Baylor's more up for this one.
I see a grind here. I see some 21-14, whichever way you slice it. So give me the under in this one. I think this is just a ton of running the football.
I'm going to take Baylor here. I liked, they held Oklahoma to 27 points. That may not seem like a feat, but Oklahoma's offense is on fire lately. I think Baylor at home, like Brian says, has a lot of value getting the points. So I'll take the points with Baylor.
Yeah, I agree. Give me Baylor here. And this game is a field goal game, 3-point game.
I think we got a low-scoring, tight game as well. I could see Oklahoma State just shooting themselves in the foot, like getting down by the goal line and fumbling, like in the red zone. It's just what they do. Memphis against Houston. Brian?
Memphis has really let me down this year. The line kind of tells me Houston's going to come in here, wipe the floor with them. I'll lean towards the Cougars. I like Cougars, so I'm going to go with the Cougars.
I just wish there was other reason behind it other than that. I'm going to go with the Cougars as well. I was on Memphis originally, but that 2-7 record against the spread this season scares me, even at 6-3. I think Dana Holgerson's going to have something drawn up for Memphis. So give me Houston in this one.
Just not the same Memphis team that we've seen in the past. Ron?
Yeah, you're exactly right. It's not a Memphis team that I'm willing to back with less than a touchdown on the other side. Memphis looked miserable against Tulane, and I think Houston's better than Tulane. I'll take Houston to win by 2 touchdowns.
I like the over. Give me the over 62 here. I think we easily get over that number. Both teams are definitely going to score back and forth and back and forth. And I'd lead Memphis. I've seen Houston games too many times. They shoot themselves in the foot and lose it in the end.
I like Houston. Florida State and Duke.
I like Duke in this one. I would sprinkle a little bit on the money line as well. I just don't see Florida State. I don't know. This line kind of tells me Duke. I think they're the better team.
You think Ruffalo's dumb enough to lay points with Florida State?
Nah, I don't think he is.
And we're going to find out in just a second. Ruffalo?
No way. I'm not laying points with Florida State. I'm going to take the under here. 57, just way too high for two teams that have done absolutely nothing offensively this season. So give me the under 57.
If anyone knows about too high, it's Ruffalo. Ron.
That's a good pick, Chris. I like it.
Wow. Yeah, a little sucking up going on here.
I'm writing that down. I'm going to bet that after the under.
New pen? Oh. Same pen.
This is my special live show pen. It only is for live show picks.
And this one,
this is my live show paper. I got this one. I got double. I got 2 stacks. All these.
I got my special live show pens too.
Remember when I used to write the picks down on my card and then I would throw the card at the camera at the end? That's how I used to do it before the COVID. I would write down all my picks on a card, and at the end of the show, I would take the card and I would throw it at the camera.
Stacks of notebooks. It's like, which one would you like? Yeah. We got one on NBA. We got one on college football. We got one on college basketball. Yeah, we got books.
North Carolina big.
North Carolina big? I should put that in.
And Brian's mic is shut off.
I'm going to be getting text messages that Miami's up like 42-0 at halftime.
For me here, I think Florida State football is the equivalent of South Florida basketball. Both teams I'm never willing to lay a dime of my own money on. Canes.
Kanes, Canes.
Where's the K?
Or C.
I like to spell Canes,
right? So I'll take Duke here in the points.
Oh, let's see.
That's how many losses they have. 1, 2.
Where are we at? Me?
Or Duke. Money line.
MJ Vaco honeymooned at the Marriott in Maui, right down the street from my house. I play golf with Cameron, who's he's like the general manager for all Roy Yamaguchi's restaurants. So he's got a humble kitchen there at the Marriott. It's awesome. It's fantastic. So if you're ever in Maui and you feel like having a $19 pancake, that might even be like $34 pancake, head on over to Marriott Humble Kitchen for a mochi pancake.
Mm. Are they unlimited?
Mochi?
All you can eat?
What? No, I think you get like 2 of them.
Did you say mochi pancake?
Yes.
Oh my god. I'm done. Yeah.
Smash the like button.
Yeah, everybody's gonna show up at Mitch's house.
I'm gonna knock on the doors because what are you doing here? Mochi pancake now. Let's go in the car.
Mochi pancakes. Washington State and Cal. If they canceled this game, would anyone notice?
Yeah, this isn't a game I'm very excited for. To me, I'm gonna go with another Cougars team because I like the Cougars. So
did I skip Ron on the Duke game?
No, I took Duke.
Money line, right?
I'll take the points. I'm a little scared of the money line.
You're kind of a pussy about this one. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to just take my points and go home. Take my ball and go home.
All right. The over under on the Romanelli potty mouth is about three more weeks.
3 more minutes. No.
I'm gonna do everything I can to push to get that under that 3 weeks.
Brian, what do we got at Washington State and Cal?
Cougar
gotta
money
stay
line.
on point.
Cougars money line here.
That was great. You applause and Ron's just throwing a thumbs up. He's looking like a presidential candidate. Give me Washington State here. I don't like Cal. Give me Washington State. I like Cougars too.
Yeah, this is a really tough one. And not only is it going to be a horrible game to watch, but I think it's a tough game to make a play on. If I had to take a lean, I would take Cal on the road, but I definitely don't love it. But I take a lean with Cal. I think their defense will do enough here.
Rod.
I'll take the Cougars here. Give me Washington State Cougars at home.
I like Washington State. Nick Rolovich, I just like him. I think he's a good coach. You guys know I always go by the coaches. Nick Rolovich is one of my guys. Vandy against Tennessee. I'm on Vandy here. First time all season. Taking them. I think that at least with the points. Ryan?
Yeah, I like Vanderbilt also with the points. I don't love it, but I like it strongly. I think it's a good value. Take Vandy.
Tennessee's a real shit show. Chris?
What was it you said? Next time I wanted to say the words Vanderbilt money line, I had to find duct tape and just put it over my mouth.
We have the duct tape ready. Just take out duct tape and put it over your.
Too short notice. I couldn't find it. Vanderbilt money line.
Thank you for the super chat. Certainly not required, but definitely appreciated. Thank you, Ron.
I won't go to the extent of Chris, but I like Vanderbilt and the points here. I think that more than 2 touchdowns, that's a lot of value on Vanderbilt. I think they do enough here at home to catch a cover, but I don't like them to win the game outright, though.
More disappointing, Tennessee's 2-6 or Georgia's 6-2?
Tennessee.
Tennessee, I would say.
I would say Georgia's
with the way they
pretty disappointing too for them.
You know, the way they finished last year, you would have thought Tennessee would have been a little bit better.
Yeah.
2-6.
What about Louisville, 3-7?
That's on par with what I would have put.
No, I'd still go Tennessee.
A lot of people pick Louisville to win their part of the conference. Anyways, Rod.
Yeah, give me Vanderbilt here on the points. That's way too many. Tennessee's not covering that many points. I don't understand that.
Georgia Southern, App State. Line movement. Money coming in on the App State. One of the worst cover teams in the country.
Appalachian State will not be in a good mood today. Georgia Southern's been a good team to me all year. I'm going to go under here. I think 45 is just a little bit too high. I don't see it over 42, so I'll take the unders for lean.
I can't pronounce the full word correctly. That's why I always call them just App State, because I'm sick of getting hammered in the YouTube comments. Chris? I got crushed for years. I just can't say it correctly, so I'm going to stick with App State, and everyone's happy.
Yeah. I'm going to take Georgia Southern here. I mean, that's depending on if Shea Wertz ends up going here, but even if he doesn't, I think that Georgia Southern can keep this one within 9 points. I'll keep this one to a touchdown. App State's been terrible against the spread. And give me Georgia Southern.
Yeah, I mean, we know how, App State's had a 7-3 season, not too bad, but they've been miserable against the spread, like Chris said, 2-8 against the spread. Georgia Southern's actually been pretty decent in both overall and against the spread. I think this is too many points here. I'll take Georgia Southern in the points.
Rod?
I'll take App State. Georgia Southern for me. 1-7 ATS in their last 8 games following an ATS win. I think App State comes in and wins this by 10 plus. Give me App State here.
Here's the dumb comment of the day. App State money line.
As soon as I saw that come up, I was going to go look for the odds to see what it was.
That's an Iceman pick.
It is an Iceman pick. Or Ricky Tran. Both those guys. Same person.
I think the Alabama in that parlay.
Oh yeah,
in our Facebook group, that's the kicker.
All I see is Brian, Alabama, LOL. And I'm
I don't know why you even put that. That can't add anything to the parlay, I wouldn't think. Maybe 10 cents.
What's App State about minus 600, Chris?
Minus 335.
It's actually not that bad. Not that I'm putting a little something on it, but anyways, that Florida State game started already?
Yeah, it's 11-3. Gators.
What channel is this thing on?
ESPNU.
208.
Go Gators.
ESPNU.
Wait. All right, we've got Wyoming and Boise.
I love the Cowboys here. I think I locked in at plus 10 this morning on a private bet. I wouldn't be shocked if the Wyoming won outright at home, but I'll take the points for safety.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm on my Wyoming as well. They're really the only team in the Mountain West that gives Boise State fits, and I think that happens again here. I like Wyoming with the points. I'll put a little bit on money line as well.
Ron?
Yeah, I agree. Give me the Cowboys. After an embarrassing loss to New Mexico, I like Wyoming to battle back and cover the spread, maybe even win it outright. I'll take Wyoming.
Rod?
Yeah, I agree. Give me the Cowboys here. All year they usually keep games nice and close and tight, and they're a very competitive team. Paris last week. Give me Wyoming here.
I like Wyoming as well. I also want to say thank you to everybody that watches our show, watches our videos, and hits the thumbs up, likes, subscribes. Even the people that don't hit the thumbs up or likes or subscribe or do any shares or do any of those things, we're the number one viewed sports handicapping YouTube channel out there, and it's really not even close. So, like all those other guys with the studio shows and the 8 million people and whatever, you guys made us number one over all of those people, which is pretty amazing, considering, well, we flows on our show. So we're up against it. We got TCU and La Tech. I mean, we're starting. We're running uphill to begin with. TCU against La Tech.
I'm going to take Louisiana Tech. I just think it's too many points for TCU to cover. They're not really good when you're laying a lot of points, and so I'm going to go with Louisiana. They got me a big win last week, TCU, but I'm going to go Louisiana Tech this week.
Yeah, I'm on Louisiana Tech as well. 21's a ton for TCU, and even if you get to Louisiana Tech gets 14, I don't know TCU scoring 35. So give me the Bulldogs here with the points.
Yeah, although I don't really like taking a Conference USA team on the road at the Big 12, I just think that if you may be able to even shop this around for 21.5, if you can get that, even better. But even 21, I like La Tech to score enough to keep this close.
Rod?
Yeah, I'm in agreement. That's just too many points for TCU to manage. Take La Tech here, plus 21.
I like the Frogs. This line is so whacked that it has to be TCU by a blowout. It has to be. La Tech has not held up against the big boys in like the last 5 years. You know, it's like they had this run where they hung against the bigger teams, but it hasn't been for quite some time. I'm going to take TCU. I think this line looks so whacked. I would have thought that this line would have been 13.5 at the most. At the most. You got to bet the number. Florida against LSU. Speaking of a number, 23.5 points. Even I'm on the Gators in this game.
Going Filet-O-Fish on that one.
I have to. I mean, there's nowhere else to go. LSU is terrible, but Florida does have Alabama next week, and everyone knows Munson, just a real sack of shit as a person, right? From what we see from him. I mean, we don't know him personally, but we only know what we see. Just,
Yeah, this line hasn't really budged, even though we're seeing tons of bets and money on Florida. I'm just going to be ride with LSU to keep it respectable. Florida, big game on deck.
Yeah, I'm going to take Florida here. I think they're going to want to send a statement to Alabama that they're not going into this game scared of the Tide. I think Florida makes an example at LSU here, so give me Florida, lay the points.
I'm going to take the under here. I just think that I haven't been impressed by LSU. I don't think anybody's been impressed by LSU's offense recently, and the Gators' defense has actually been picking it up a little bit lately. And like you said, Alabama's on deck, so I don't know if Florida's going to put their foot on the gas pedal the entire game. I know it's a big rival in LSU, and they want a statement win, but I mean, it's not really much of a statement. It's like beating up somebody that's down already. So I'll just take the under. I think it's going to be lower scoring.
Rod?
And with me, I'll take LSU. And I know LSU stinks, but I think they this got backdoor cover written all over it. I don't see this a blowout.
Me and Rod like the backdoor.
It's right there, LSU backdoor covers.
There's no backdoor here. This is an ass pounding. You guys don't understand SEC football clearly. These teams hate each other's guts. Florida hates LSU even more than LSU hates Florida. LSU likes to duck Florida, and Florida hates that. They've tried to duck them 3 times in the last 7 years. And believe me, when you got an asshole coach like Florida does, and you got a team that's tried to duck you, there's nothing that the fans want to see more than like a 50-point win, and he's going to deliver on it because LSU's got nothing to fight back with this year. You guys, it's like you have to understand how college football rivalries work. See, most of the college football conferences outside of the Big Ten have a respectable number of teams, right? Because they're not afraid to divide the money up. They figure more teams are going to make more money anyway, right? So they have a reasonable amount of teams. So only certain teams play only certain teams from the East, play the West, right? They all have East and West. The Big Ten tried a few years ago, the leaders and the legends, right? But this year it's like, they've even got an East and West, right? Everyone's got an East, everyone's got a West. So everyone plays everyone in their East, everyone plays everyone in the West if you're in the West, and then you have maybe 2 games that come from the other side, unless you have a rivalry game. Then that game is played every single year. So Miami's, there's the Coastal and the Atlantic and the Coastal in the ACC. So like Florida State's on one side, Miami's on the other. They play every single year, right? So Auburn and Alabama are both on the West, right? So they're going to play each other anyway. Florida's in the East, LSU's in the West. They play every single year. Think about it. They're going to kick their asses in. They have the guns to do it this year. It's that kind of game. They're going to slaughter them. Guys, got to pay attention. Speaking of rivalries, UCLA, USC.
I'm going with UCLA here plus the points. I think they start turning around last 3 games. I think they won 3 straight. This is a huge game for them to turn in their corner. I'm going to take the Bruins here plus the points.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Bruins as well. I think Chip Kelly's finally got this figured out for UCLA, and I'm not big on USC on the road, so give me UCLA here.
Ron, they don't care about the LSU game in Gainesville anymore?
Oh, they do. This is a big one, definitely.
I mean,
even
Skeeter's closed, so all bets are off. But it's like,
despite LSU not having a great season, this is definitely a big rivalry, no matter what. So,
I mean, a few years ago, LSU had a hurricane. They said they tried to cancel the game, and then Florida said no, you can't cancel it. And the game was supposed to be at Florida. So Florida had the hurricane. The game was supposed to be at Florida. LSU wanted to cancel the game. Florida said, we'll have the game at your stadium. We'll pay for all of the tickets for the game, and we'll play you anyway. And they played the game, and Florida stomped them, and it was free tickets for all the LSU fans. And Florida kicked their asses in. You can look it up on the internet. This was like 3 years ago. It's like, I'm telling you, I hate the Gators. They're going to kill them. They have a quarterback going for the Heisman. It's like they love their hardware in Gainesville because they don't got a ton of it, right? Because they don't win a lot of championships.
He should probably win it hands down. Who's better than him right now?
Kyle Trask?
Yeah.
I'll take Devontae Smith from Alabama over him.
Yeah.
What Devontae Smith has done this year is freakish. I'd also take Trevor Lawrence as a better player.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, I would say that too.
It's supposed to be the best player is what the Heisman Trophy is, not who had the best year. The best player. Anyways, got a lot of ground to cover. USC, UCLA. Did we do this one?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Bruins, too. I like UCLA and the points at home.
Are they both wearing their home uniforms here? Powder blue against the red? Because that's what they generally do in this one.
I think so.
Yeah, the first year they did it, they called a penalty on UCLA, 5 yards to start the game for wearing their home uniforms. It's like a legal procedure or something. And then Pete Carroll did a too much time or something, to offset it, So it's like they both started with, one, or they got, you know what it is? They got charged a timeout for it. And then Pete Carroll called timeout on the first play of the game. So I was like, wash. Rod?
Yeah, I'm going to take UCLA here on the money line. I think they beat USC outright here today. They're starting to roll. Give me UCLA money line. Picking up the Trojans.
USC all day. Twice on Saturday. Mississippi State against Auburn.
Mitch is honorary today.
I just don't understand your picks. I don't even get it. They don't even make sense to me.
You'll understand after they go final.
Baylor with the the runaround. Thank me later.
I like Mississippi State here. I just think this is one of the rare times that Mississippi State steps up this year. I wouldn't be so surprised if they won it outright, but I'll take the points.
Yeah, I like Mississippi State as well. I'm just not a Bo Nix fan. I don't think he should be the guy to run this Auburn offense. And Mississippi State's looked better with Will Howard under center in the last couple games. So give me the Bulldogs and the points.
Ron, your daily package is not showing on the site.
Yep, that's because I just started one of my games is the Florida game.
You should repurpose your package.
Yeah, I will. After the show, I will. So I'll have a new package out there after this show. You can check it out on Pick Dogs Premium.
That reminds me.
I'll do it right now.
Do it right now. Well, I'll filibuster when they get to me.
Well, I can talk. I'll tell you. I'm going to take the under in this game. I just think Auburn's defense does enough to really squeeze the life out of Mississippi State, and I think Mississippi State's defense does enough as well to make this not blowout. But I like Auburn in the points, but I'll take the under here.
Right.
Yeah, I love the under in this game. This is one that this was my number 6 on the premium list for the under. Under both these teams are going to run the ball, eat clock, defense beat each other up. There's no way they're going to get over that 50 number. Give me the under.
Take Auburn in a straight Ruffalo fade in this one. Let's see. Got sometimes Ruffalo makes it easy for us. Got Virginia Tech against Virginia. I was leaning on a premium here on Virginia Tech, and then it's like, they really don't tackle too well. It's like what Virginia team's going to show up, what Virginia Tech's team's going to show up, and, this is another rivalry game, and, all that other good stuff. Brian?
Both teams' defenses have been pretty porous this year, but I'm going to lean towards the under 64.5. I think this rival game will be nip and tuck. And it'll be a rare defensive battle for these teams.
And then take Virginia. Virginia Tech's defense has gone down the tubes with Justin Fuente leading the charge. And I like the way Virginia's playing right now. We're getting points with the team playing better football, so I'll take Virginia.
Ron?
Yeah, I like Virginia. Boston College had so many chances to win that game last week, but Virginia did a good job of taking advantage of mistakes, and I think Virginia getting points here, that appeals to me. So I'll take Virginia and the points.
Rod?
I'll take Virginia Tech here. They do not win by a touchdown. Virginia Tech here.
BYU against San Diego State. I think we got a BYU football game and basketball game going on at the same time.
I'm going to go square here. I'm going to go with BYU minus the 17. I think they just lay waste to San Diego State on their mission here to get some payback after losing last week. I'll take BYU.
Can't stand San Diego State. Chris?
Oh, boy. Now I regret this, but I'm going to take San Diego State. I think they can keep it within 2 touchdowns. I know BYU's ticked off, but I'll take San Diego State. That's why I was on my own island last week, and I had a nice little party a couple times, so I'll go on my own island on this one.
I don't even want to know about your island party by yourself. You can save that one for your own show. Ron?
Well, not only is BYU ticked off, they're really upset after last week's game against Coastal Carolina. I think this is a spot where they just flex their muscles and pound San Diego State at home. I like BYU. I'll lay 17 points. I like them to win by 3 touchdowns.
I think it might be more than 3 touchdowns they win this by. BYU's defense is going to shut down San Diego State's offense, which isn't very good to begin with. So how many points are they going to score? This is going to be lopsided blowout written all over it. I'd even extend this up to if you can find minus 27.5 and a nice plus money, take it. They win by 4 touchdowns here. BYU blowout.
Got Oregon State against Stanford. I can't stand Stanford, another team I don't like in general. Oregon State, Stanford. Brian?
Just a lean here, but I'm going all Cougars and Beavers today. I like the way Oregon State's been playing this year. They're not great, but they've been a good team to me, so I'm going to take the points.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Beavers as well. Stanford can't cover a spread to save their lives. And I like getting a free field goal with Oregon State at home, so give me the Beavers.
This is a tough one, but I think the better play here would be on Stanford. I think Stanford's beaten Washington. It was 31-26, but it was a couple garbage time touchdowns for Washington that game that made the score a little bit more generous. But I just think Stanford's got the better team here. Obviously, rough start to the season, but I think they pull out a victory on the road.
Rod?
I like the under 53.5 here. I lean to the Beavers, but I like the under better. Both these teams aren't going to score a whole lot.
I like cover teams as home dogs. That's Oregon State here. We got Fresno State against New Mexico. New Mexico 1-5 on the season now. Against Fresno.
I think it's one of the better values here. Take the Lobos plus the points, no letdown after their win over Wyoming. It's just too much money on Fresno. Take New Mexico.
Chris? Thought you were dead there for a second.
No. Give me Fresno. I like Fresno State. I think New Mexico falls apart after that decent performance a couple weeks ago, and I just think they're going to fall apart here as well against Fresno. So give me the Bulldogs here.
If anyone knows falling apart, it's Ruffalo. Ron?
Yeah, just such a demoralizing loss last week. Fresno State had so many chances, just like Boston College, to win that game over Nevada, but couldn't do it. I think New Mexico coming off a big win, getting points at home, it's a good play for me, so I'll take New Mexico.
Of course, there is no home for New Mexico this year. These games are all in Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Rod?
Still like them.
I like New Mexico on the money line here to beat Fresno. That collapse by Fresno, they looked awful. So New Mexico still up from their nice win last week, and I think they still keep it up. Beat Fresno outright. Give me New Mexico money line.
I think I just got the stop being mean to Ruffalo. I think I just got that. Oh, sorry, Chris. I didn't mean to hurt.
That's okay. It's okay. Somewhere down the line, I deserved it. So.
Well, if it wasn't for this, it was for something else. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was something. At some point in my tenure with Mitch.
We make fun of you. We make fun of you because we like you.
Yeah, I know. I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Self-deprecating humor is the best kind.
Yeah, it just made me feel bad. Wow. All right. Why against?
We'd feel all weird if he didn't bug us from time to time. It'd be like, "Oh, what's going on?
I feel like
didn't bug us today. What's going on? Now I'm all worried."
he's being nice to us today. What happened?
Yeah, what's wrong? Yeah.
Why against?
He didn't tell me.
Why against UNLV?
I'm going to go with UNLV here, the running Rebs. Hawaii hasn't been good to me this year. I've backed them a few times and gotten burnt. And actually, I've backed UNLV a few times and gotten burnt, but I think the Rebels keep it within 2 touchdowns.
Thanks for the super chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Hawaii here. I think this is 3 touchdown game for Hawaii. I just don't like UNLV at all this season. I think they finish winless. Give me the Warriors.
I don't think it gets any worse than UNLV. 0-5 straight up, 0-4-1 against the spread. But I think the better play for me is on the over. Both defenses have been terrible, especially UNLV. I think Hawaii puts up at least 40, and I think UNLV could get to 20. So I'll take the over.
Right.
I like the rainbow. I like Hawaii in the spot. UNLV is like, "Woo, trip to Hawaii. Woo!" They're not interested in playing a football game. They're all like, "Woo, we got a vacation in Hawaii." Hawaii wins this game by 3 touchdowns.
I went on vacation to Hawaii. Still here.
Are you still there? Yeah. See, UNLV's like, "Woo, vacation in Hawaii."
I'm hearing that Maryland game went offline, but I don't see that. Maryland and Minnesota, right? No, Maryland and
Rutgers.
Anyone else seeing that?
I don't see that.
I still have it available.
Me too. We'll keep an eye
Although
on
I see it. I see -3s though on that for Maryland. That's odd.
Wow. It was
Something's wrong.
-6.5. Oh, maybe that's why it went off. Maybe Tua's not playing or whatever. Tua's brother.
I don't have it on mine.
I still see it there. At 3s.
393 and 394. 393, 394. I'm still seeing it. Let's see what numbers we're seeing. You're right. I'm seeing 2.5s and 3s now on Maryland. That's a significant player out. Could be the quarterback.
Yep.
Good thing I don't have a premium on that one. Didn't make the list.
Yep.
Still like Maryland. Anyways,
we got our parlays.
hey, no, we're gonna do basketball.
Oh, okay.
All right, you guys want to do football parlays and then do basketball? How do you feel about that? Yeah, let's do that. All right, Brian. Since you want to do a parlay so bad, Chris, who do you like?
Okay, give me let's do Wyoming.
His parlays.
Give me Wyoming. Give me Oklahoma State Baylor under 49, and Minnesota Nebraska under 60.5.
Rod?
I'm going to take UCLA money line. I'm going to take Duke money line. And I'm going to take Mizzou money line over Georgia. Big upset today.
Ron?
I'm going to take Army and lay in the points. I'm going to take Utah, lay the points. And I'm going to take Vanderbilt plus the points.
Brian?
If you guys can get this in before 12, add Utah to this parlay. But my 3-game parlay is Akron plus the points, Baylor money line, and the easiest one, North Carolina money line.
I'm going Rice, Miami, and Florida. Rice, Miami, and Florida. my 3-team parlay. All right, we got a good college basketball schedule today. Not 100% gigantic, but good enough. We're going to do our normal way of doing college basketball, which is to kind of jumble them all together. So we've got, for the noon games, we got Kansas City, Toledo, Miami, Florida Gulf Coast, Kentucky, Notre Dame, Iwapui against Tennessee State, South Florida against Wofford, Tennessee, Cincinnati, Syracuse, Boston College, and Bryant, Stony Brook. Ryan, any of those?
Yeah, I like Cincinnati with all these points to have a little bit of a bounce back effort here today.
Chris?
Yeah, I like Tennessee. I mean, this is the same Cincinnati team that we've seen in the years past. I also like Wofford. I just don't see any reason USF should be favored against anybody.
That line doesn't scare you, and then the line movement upward?
No, I just giving me more points. I really like Wofford. They're one of my favorite teams in the SoCon this year. I think they're going to make some noise, so I like Wofford there. And I like Syracuse against Boston College.
Ron?
Yeah, for me, I mean, we all know that I run the South Florida Stinks fan club, but this line movement did scare me a bit, and that's why I'm off of this game. But I do like Syracuse laying the points. I like Bryant over Stony Brook.
They bit you in the ass the other day, didn't they, Bryant?
Me?
Yeah.
I think I had them in the first game when they won, and then I didn't take them in the second game.
When that comeback loss.
Yeah, no, I stayed away from. I don't like game twos, back-to-backs. I want to see how they play out for a little while. But I also like Miami against Florida Gulf Coast.
Rod, any of these?
Yeah, I like Tennessee over Cincinnati here. Watch this Tennessee team. They're just starting to get rolling. They're going to be good this year. I like Boston College here.
We didn't get to that game. We're not at that time slot.
Oh my. Sorry. My first time to jump on the time slot. Sorry. I like Kentucky, too. Give me Kentucky over Notre Dame.
Yep, I'm on Kentucky. That's my pick for that time slot. We've got Boston College, Syracuse, Bryant against Stony Brook, Ron Romanelli. Got Drexel against LaSalle, Texas Tech against Texas A&M Corpus Christi. One of our competitors did a video of the Texas A&M Corpus Christi game the other day and called them Texas A&M. They thought they got the wrong team. I don't know. I thought it was funny. The real Texas A&M is taking on TCU. Got St. Bonnie's against St. Francis. Detroit against Western Michigan. A lot of Michigan. We got some Pennsylvania's going on here. Tulane against Arkansas Pine Bluff. UNC Asheville versus High Point. North Carolina versus North Carolina Central. Any of these games, Brian?
I think Texas A&M is a gift here at the line you're currently getting. I'm just not a big fan of TCU, so I'll take the Aggies here.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Aggies as well. I think I like the way that they've been playing on TCU. I need to see a little bit more from this team. For really, they're 4-2, but they haven't really played anybody all that tough. So I'll take Texas A&M. And I like Western Michigan. I just don't like Detroit Mercy. I just think they're a one-man show. Detroit Mercy is. And I like Western Michigan a little bit more here. So give me the Broncos.
Ron?
The only one I'm looking at in this time slot is UNC Asheville. I like them laying the points at home.
Rod?
I like Boston College. I'll take them on the money line. I think they beat Syracuse outright here. They've just played a tougher schedule than Syracuse, and it shows here at home. They get a win. I like Drexel over LaSalle. LaSalle's just horrible. And I like St. Bonnie's over St. Francis. St. Bonnie's is going to have a really good team this year. They returned a lot of guys. I know it's their first game of the year, but they went by 20.
Drexel and Syracuse for me. Got South Alabama against Southern Miss. St. Louis against Evansville. Wichita State versus Oklahoma State. Denver versus Dixie State. Dayton versus Mississippi State. South Carolina Upstate versus Winthrop. Pitt versus Gardner-Webb. Utah Valley, Wyoming. East Tennessee State versus UAB. Cal State Bakersfield, Idaho. NC A&T, Western Carolina. Any of these games, Brian?
I like the Evansville, plus all those points, 22, 23, somewhere in there. I just think that's way too many. I see this as a 19, 20-point win.
St. Louis going to bust them up. Chris?
Yeah.
They're going to bust them up. I mean,
bust them up. Yeah. Blow them up.
I mean, you see these blowouts this year without the crowds, man. I mean, these are blowout cities, this year without the crowds there. Chris? St. Louis is going to bust them up. They're like...
I was going to say, why can't Brian and I be on the same page? I'm glad I'm not alone with St. Louis. I like St. Louis as well. I think they're going to dismantle Evansville, like Evansville already has been this season. And I like South Alabama against Southern Miss, laying the points on the road.
For me, I'm going to take Western Carolina over NC-A&T. NC-A&T looked terrible on their last game. They looked terrible all season long, but I was expecting big things from them in the MEAC, but I don't think so anymore. NC Central or bust there. But I like Western Carolina, and I like Utah Valley plus the points.
Rod?
In the spot, give me St. Louis. It's the only one I like in that whole spot. St. Louis in a blowout. How did I miss that as a premium pick?
Yep.
Son of a.
It's all right. It's okay. As long as we give it out here, and we still got 875 people listening. So
how does St. Louis? Woo!
875 people to smash the like button. St. Louis Evansville, they're saying is postponed.
Yeah, they just postponed it.
We were all ready for tomorrow, like the Nebraska pick. It's like Brian took Nebraska yesterday. Did they get to 100 in that one, Creighton?
Yeah,
they got to 98.
98 to what?
Yeah, 98-74 or something.
I know the scrubs were in with 9.5 minutes left to go. They had the scrubs in.
I know Iowa got to 100.
Yeah, well.
It's Iowa State.
A joke game. I mean, that wasn't, no one was touting Nebraska in that one.
I wasn't touting it. It was a free pick lean. It was a leaner.
It was foolish. It was about as bad as my Marshall pick last week against Rice.
Tar Heels, that's my strong suit.
I loved Marshall last week. It's like I in my video, I was like, no chance. It's like, no chance. Gotta stick your neck out once in a while. Did everyone give their picks here? Ron? Rod, you gave your picks?
Yeah.
All right.
It just got canceled.
I like Dayton against Mississippi State. I think Mississippi State's a dog this year, too. Nick Witherspoon left the team to go to the NBA draft. It's like, you're not getting drafted, It's like...
He went undrafted, didn't he?
It was like, it's like, you're not going... Of course he went undrafted. It's like, you're not going to the NBA. It's like, all right, I just don't want to go to school anymore. Okay. I get it. It's like, you got sick of being in school.
Yeah, I like Dayton, too.
I love Dayton. They're going to bust them up. They're really, really good. Even without Obi Toppin, they're still very, very good. Very good. Got Central Michigan Valpo. That has stench written all over it. That could be a really horrible game. Valpo Central Mich. I bet you ESPN3 won't even touch that thing. FIU against North Florida. Will ESPN3 touch that one, Chris? South Florida, the Central Mich game against Valpo? Because, that's filthy.
Let's ask our buddy Matt Sars.
That thing is, it's uncalled for. ESPN3.
The audacity.
It's free. It's free internet only. That's what it is. It's like, let's put it on the free internet. It's like, because if someone ended up paying for that, they'd be like, I'm out of here. I'm canceling my subscription. FIU North Florida. We got Loyola Marymount against UCSB. Oklahoma's playing Florida A&M. Doesn't even make sense. Ole Miss against Wilmington. ULM against Stephen F. I missed that one as a premium too. Eastern Illinois against Western Illinois. That sounds like it could be a slugfest. VCU against Old Dominion. And that's it for that time slot. Brian, anything in there?
I'm going to take UNC Wilmington plus the points against Ole Miss and Western Illinois plus the points against Eastern Illinois. Battle of directional Illinois should be tighter than that.
Brian likes him some leatherbacks. Chris?
Well, the leather necks. He doesn't get the whole back. He just gets the neck.
Leather necks. I grew up in Miami. I used to see some leather necks sitting around the pool.
I'm gonna take. Yeah. I was like, speaking of Cougars, I'm gonna take Western Illinois in the points as well. A game that this is my game that I don't know how it didn't make my premium. I like VCU against Old Dominion. I think VCU is gonna shut down Old Dominion, and that may be a game where Old Dominion doesn't even get to 50 points. Yeah, and I like Memphis against Auburn. There's something off about this Auburn team. So those are my 3 picks for the slot.
Keontae Johnson gone for Florida. Could be a serious injury.
Collapsed on the court after a timeout.
Yep.
Well, that game's over.
They're still going.
Yeah, but not a chance I don't think Florida has now. Season's over, too. Anyway.
Couldn't happen to a nicer bunch of guys.
I like Keontae. But I'll take the over in FIU, North Florida. I'll take Ole Miss laying the points against UNC Wilmington. I'll take Stephen F. Austin against ULM. I'll also take Western Illinois plus the 12 against Eastern Illinois.
Rod?
This time slot, I like Western Illinois plus the points. Give me Marymount. Marymount over Santa Barbara. -2, I see it at. And I like FIU over North Florida. North Florida's awful.
I like Keontae. All this is fine. I just hate the Gators in general. I meant their season being over. I don't mean him collapsing, obviously. I mean the Gators, the Gators go 5-23. I'm good. Almost as disappointing as their teams in the last 3 or 4 years, right? Let's see. Memphis versus Auburn. You got Auburn a 6-point dog. That's what happens when Bruce Pearl doesn't get his guy in. Arizona versus UTEP. BYU and Utah. So it's not up against the other game. This game has a 6 o'clock Eastern time start. The other one has a 10 o'clock Eastern time start. Rider against Manhattan. I think they played yesterday.
Yeah.
North Dakota against North Dakota State. Throw the record books out the window for that one, even though they're both 1-4 or 1-5. It's like, yeah. Louisiana Tech against Louisiana. Fairfield against Iona. They just played yesterday. Right? Ball State and Illinois State. Canisius and Marist. Georgia, Samford. Any of those games?
For me, I'm going to go Memphis and lay the points here. I think they just beat up on Auburn. And I really like BYU. Public seems in love with Utah here. Not me. I'm going to go with the Cougars again. I like the Cougars. So
Utah like 1 in 100 on the road in recent years, too.
They rival Nebraska.
They rival Nebraska, their road performances.
I'm on BYU as well. I like Louisiana Tech against Louisiana Lafayette. I just think Tech's the better team. Those are my picks for this time slot.
For me, I like BYU, and I also like Rider. Rider killed Manhattan yesterday, and it wasn't just a fluke in my opinion. They looked in control from start to finish. I'll take Rider.
Yeah, I agree. Give me Rider again. We won with them yesterday. Why not take them again today? I like Sanford at Georgia to go over that total. Both teams don't play a whole lot of defense, and both offenses are putting in 80, 90 points. Love the over there.
Guys are hating on the Jaspers.
UTEP and Auburn for me in that time slot. I like Auburn. I think it's way too many points. And UTEP against Arizona. Arizona's played against a couple of patsies recently, but UTEP's not quite the patsy category that they've been playing against. I think it's just too many points against UTEP. Got Purdue against the Indiana State Sycamores. Mizzou against Illinois. Should be a good one that they play every year. It's a rivalry game. Niagara against St. Peter. St. Peter's pounded them yesterday. Arkansas against Central Arkansas. Clemson, Alabama. Not in football. Washington, Oregon. Belmont, Lipscomb. Any of these, Brian?
I'll take Clemson plus the points at home against Alabama. I think it just seems like maybe it's too good of a deal. But
seems like a square dog to me.
It seems like a square. Seems like I'm getting myself into a trap there. But I also like Niagara.
Square dog.
I think Niagara.
Parlay it up with Wofford. It's like
Niagara bounces back and gives St. Peter's all they can handle here. I'd take the points with Niagara. The purple. What are they? The purple.
People eaters.
Purple people eaters. Yeah.
Niagara Hawks.
Purple Eagles.
Is it the Hawks?
The Eagles.
The Eagles.
Niagara and Clemson for me.
Chris?
I'm gonna take Purdue against Indiana State. I like this Purdue team. They have range from pretty much anywhere inside the logo. I also like Oregon against Washington. Washington's god awful. I just think Oregon's a far better team, so give me Oregon in that spot.
And the one I like in this window is Oregon. Like Chris said, Washington's terrible. 8 points is generous, I think. I think Oregon wins by double digits.
Rod?
I like Illinois over Missouri in this spot. I like Clemson, Alabama. I'm with Brian on a square doggy. You can give me Clemson there. Clemson's off to a nice start, nice 4-0 start, playing good. I like Belmont over Lipscomb here. I think Belmont's just better than Lipscomb altogether. They went by double digits there. Why is that line dropped so much? Anyway, Belmont, and I'm with everybody. Give me the Ducks here. Ducks are gonna whoop up Washington.
I like Missouri. I like Missouri. South Dakota against South Dakota State. Pepperdine against CSU Northridge. That's it. Wow. A lot of cancellations. Just 2 more games. Which is good because we're at noon Eastern. Brian, anything in these two?
Yeah, pass on that.
Hard pass. Chris?
South Dakota State and Pepperdine. I like those two.
What do you like about?
I just like South Dakota State's been reliable for us in the
I just like saying Jake Luton.
How many total picks did you have today, Chris?
We got 3 minutes before the first game starts.
College football and basketball, 15 total.
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
Ron, what do you got? Anything in these 2 games? I should have just packaged them with the other ones.
And I like South Dakota State, too.
Rod?
I like Pepperdine. Only one in this spot.
All right. Parlay time. Chris?
For college hoops, I like Tennessee, Western Illinois, BCU, and Louisiana Tech, 14 parlay.
Wow. Rod?
Clemson, Drexel, and Georgia and Stanford over.
Ron?
Give me Ryder playing the points, Stephen F. Austin playing the points, and Western Carolina. laying the points.
Brian.
BYU in Western Illinois. Parlay.
Dixie State, Dayton, and Dixie State, Dayton, and I can't remember what the other one was. Dixie State, Dayton. All right, just Dixie State and Dayton, since I can't.
Yeehaw! Dixie State, yeehaw!
Dixie State and Dayton. Hey, you know what? Throw me a little Texas Tech minus 26.5 in there with them. What the hell? All right, that's my 3-teamer. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Thanks, everyone that hit the thumbs up. This was our most people that ever watched one of our live shows, and we've had some pretty big ones out there. So I appreciate all of you guys, of course. We always do, whether you ever buy anything at all or you regular buyer or visitor to our websites or anything like that. Doesn't really matter as long as you show up and smash that like button. Have a great day, everyone. I will see you guys tomorrow. I might when Tony Brown's coming over today, so maybe Tony and I will come on and do a quick little show. See if we can get him in front of the camera. Start being maybe like at least get him into the drive-thru and stuff. Have a great day, everyone. We'll try and act more professional.